Hello scrubs and sick kids, my name is Alex and welcome to my non-spoiler Stranger Things to review. Stranger Things Season 1 was a huge success and what they did with the story this time round was just as good if not even better. The addition of new cast members and new characters on the show, such as Sadie Sink who plays Maximum, Daka Montgomery who plays Maximum's brother, Billy, allow the show to develop even more. In this season, they have undoubtedly spent tons more on special effects, as we see out of the Shadow Monster, which is according to D&D terminology a Thessal Hydra. We see out of Will's sightings of the Upside Down, and notice that the directors and editors have really turned all the things that made Season 1 such a success up to 11 this time round. Although Season 2 is a slow building season, it manages to balance moments of humor and a nostalgic sweetness contrasted with a growing horror that makes it perfect for Halloween binging. Though Stranger Things 2 wastes no time and is significantly more fast-paced, there are a few small complaints and picky things I would like to point out. Some characters this season didn't work very well, and in particular one episode where they use the Empire Strikes Back to split every character's storylines off and rejoin them by the end of the story was an interesting choice, and one that I feel negatively impacted the show as that storyline probably won't be wrapped up until Season 3. Stranger Things 2 kicks off around Halloween 1984, a year after the events of the first season. Stranger Things 2 opens in the final week of October, in the days leading up to the 1-year anniversary of Will Byers' weeks-long disappearance in Season 1. Outside the world of the show, the main reason the timeline is jumping forward is that the production has to keep up with its young ensemble cast, who are all growing up fast. Inside the world of the show, however, the approaching anniversary means that a number of characters, most notably Will and his friend Mike's older sister Nancy, are experiencing a resurgence of emotions and trauma tied to the events of the previous year. Those emotions are what jumpstart two of the main plots that drive Season 2. Stranger Things 2 is less like a typical second season and more like a separate series that focuses on the same characters sometime later. Though Netflix's original renewal announcement touted a second season of Stranger Things, the company quickly began billing it as Stranger Things 2, which implied, more or less correctly, as it turns out, that the second season is more like a second series set in the same world. In essence, the new season is more like a sequel exploring a new storyline than a direct continuation of the plot of Season 1. Though there's plenty of continuity in the narrative and the characters are dealing with many residual issues from Season 1, Stranger Things 2 isn't necessarily interested in simply picking up where Season 1 left off. Instead, there are new monsters to battle and new journeys to take. In other words, as co-creator and showrunner Ross Duffer has said, these characters have changed, and the audience has to sort of fill in those gaps of what went on in that year. Director Sean Levy elaborated further, describing the trajectory of Season 2 as continuing with this set of characters while unearthing new problems. Don't be too alarmed, though. In its second go-round, Stranger Things is still easily recognizable as the nostalgic thriller fans know and love, courtesy of familiar faces, familiar tropes, and, of course, familiar 80s references. In conclusion, Stranger Things 2 is a thrilling ride once it picks up. It was a perfect binge and left me looking forward to Season 3 next year. I rate Stranger Things 2 a 9.7 out of 10.